Hi everyone, this is Diane. We are going to make a beautiful mess today. I have had many requests to make a cathedral window on camera to show how I did this. So that's what we're going to do, and I've done a lot of prep work because we're going to do more than the cathedral window. I used this die. I don't know if you can see the window in there, but it's an old, are these called Biggs dies? I don't know, but it's Tim Holtz, and it was made by Sizzix. Cathedral window, 664974. I don't believe they make these anymore, this kind of die. It's a steel cut blade in there, and it's foam on top. But in case you wanted to look for it on eBay or something, that's what it is. So then I decided I'm going to make 3 of those because I have 3 more. I have 3 golden books that I want to make faith journals with. And I'm not making them right away, but I thought I would get the windows made and put in the stash. But I also decided I would try using some of my intricate dies. So these are recent purchases from that craft booth. And these are, I forgot the name. These are Spellbinders dies, and again, they are probably not sold anymore, but you can look for Spellbinders cutting dies. And I am just poking out the little pieces that are left behind. I thought I had them all. I think I have everything else. And I'm sorry if there's a glare on the glass mat, but I used my silicone mat the last time, and it stained it, which I don't really care because I need to replace that anyway, but I didn't want to make it worse. I don't use this glass mat very much, especially on camera, because of the glare from my lights. And I have a couple of these. I don't think I can use this one because it was too close to the edge and they didn't cut out, but I do have this one. And again, these are solid in the center, but they would be pretty with the stained glass around them. I just don't know about cutting them out, you know, and then put a pretty picture in the middle anyway. So, and then I tried to do these too as borders, but they don't cut out separately. They just cut out holes in the paper, but I thought that looks together, that makes a pretty border. I'll just trim off that jagged edge. So I did all that cutting. I cut my cathedral windows. I have 3 of those cut. And then with the scraps, the pieces around, I went ahead and cut out some of my arrows, part of my arrow collection. This one was going back in the package with the arrow still in it. And I did some numbers too. So I can use these in, I just like to use negatives sometimes, so I like the arrows and the numbers. And can you see these? There, my arrows and numbers. All right, so, oh, also, I thought I could get some tabs cut out of these scraps. So I don't waste the scraps. Now, these are my alcohol inks. They are Tim Holtz alcohol inks, and I also, or Ranger alcohol inks, and I also have, well, that says Adirondack, and it says Tim Holtz on it. I thought it was something different. This is Ranger, and it doesn't say Tim Holtz. Oh, yes, it does. His name is everywhere. So I have all of those, and then at the craft booth, I had picked these 2 packages up. I came back home one day after I'd been at the craft booth, and there were a lot of colors of distress inks and alcohol inks. And so I wrote down the names of everything I had, and I went back and I got these because I didn't have these. I think there's one duplicate in here, ginger. I have a ginger, but you need to replenish them. And if I use them more often, I would need to replenish them. So maybe I'll start using them more often. Okay, now I've got my inks. I have my blending solution, which I also got at the craft booth. Last time when I made the cathedral windows, I just kind of squirted this, but I thought it might work better in a spray bottle, so I decanted most of it into this empty spray bottle that I got at Walmart. And I have my sheets of vellum from Hobby Lobby. This was $3.99 for 10 sheets, and I bought it when it was either 40 or 50% off, so it really didn't cost much. And I have a few sheets left, and I bought it quite a while ago. I often use vellum for backing intricate things. I have 3 sheets that we can play with. All right. So here's what I will do. I don't put the alcohol ink directly on this. Maybe I could, and maybe when I have more inks or more paper, I will try that, but I don't want to waste what I have. I got a little bit of ink on the edge of my table here, my new table, so I would really like to protect that, but my brother said he expects it to get messed up because it's a workbench. And let's see. I often put gloves on. Let's see how that works. If I don't feel like I can maneuver my hands like I want to, I'll take them off, but alcohol ink stains. Oh, I should push these white sleeves up too. Why am I wearing white? I keep these medical gloves. Well, they're not, I don't know if they're medical gloves, but they're just the gloves you buy at Walmart. I keep a box of them handy for this sort of thing. All right, now, what colors do we want? I want to try this new one. This is crimson. So I just squirt it on my mat. And this one is aquamarine. I don't know if we're supposed to shake these. If I get those too close together, they'll make purple. And the mixative might do that. I have alcohol pearls too. This one is alchemy. And I do have to mix this one. It's got a bead in there for mixing a metal ball because of the pearl element. That'll be a bright spot on the window. Let's see, we have red and blue and yellow. Let's put a little green on it. This is citrus. And I'm going to spray it with this. It'll help blend the colors. And so then what I did was I just laid my paper down on it and then moved it and did it again. How pretty. I can see the shimmer from that yellow. feel like I should have put an apron on my white sweater. This one is more faded. My mat is so pretty now. I wonder if a plain paper would pick up some of that color. I have a plain printer paper here. It might be all used up. Yeah, not much of it. All right, so I'm gonna, alcohol ink dries fast, because you know alcohol dries fast. I'm gonna wipe that off. But you can use, yeah, it's coming off. You can use your heat dryer to dry it, and it would kind of move the colors around a little bit too, if you like to do that. Which I think I did that on those other two that I made for the journals. All right, now I'm gonna let this one dry. And I want to add more color to this one. Let's see what that looks like when you layer it. This one is watermelon. And lettuce. I think I will put a little blue right with this so it can turn purple. I do have some purple inks. So I don't have a yellow other than that. And I think I got this on clearance. Alcohol pearl one. This one is butterscotch, or no, it's peach Bellini. Well, that's pretty too. It's not quite as vibrant. This will be fun when I want a painted paper in a journal. And I have one more paper I can color. I'm going to use the yellow again. I know my sleeves have come down. Oh, that's a lot of yellow. This one is Valencia. Sailboat blue. This one leaked a little bit, apparently. So we've got the primary colors there. Let's do Wild Plum. And one more, Patina. No, I don't want to use that one. Let's go back to turquoise. Just a little bit. pretty. I've done this on tracing paper with earth tones for some woodland journals. It was years ago I did that, but those journals were so pretty. I made little windows, like cut right into the paper, the page. If I think of it, I will link a video of a flip through. I did it with mermaid journals and woodlands journals too. Okay, so, and remember, we won't be seeing like a huge section of this color. We will just be seeing the window panes of it. So this, which one is the first one? I guess it's this one. It probably looks a little duller than it is on this black. Yeah, that looks prettier like that. So I don't need to have the glass mat now. I can cover up whatever is, what's the word? Reflecting. That has a large yellow swath there, and that doesn't have any color. Let's put a little green on it. Okay, now I will dry it with my heat gun. And I don't think I need to wear the gloves anymore. See, my fingertips would have been those colors. Then I can just cut around that. It's too much yellow. Now you can see the difference in how the color lies. Like with the, I added color to that right on top, but with the first dip into the color, it has little patches of color, and then it kind of mixes the color together. So each one you put in subsequently, it looks more swirly and blended. So this one looks totally different from that one. Okay, we have 3 cathedral windows now. I just have to cut them out. Let's try some of the other dies. This is going to take some patience gluing all those tiny little pieces. I'll have to use this with the finer tip, and I hope that it holds it down well. I'll use the Fabri-Tac for the thicker pieces, and this doesn't dry quite as fast as the art glitter glue. So I'll do this first. And I hope it doesn't dry while I do the meticulous work on these little pieces. I don't think I'll get every single line. Just kind of went down the middle of that center section. I don't know where these little drops of blue came from. They're like fresh. Oh, look how pretty. Should have thought a little bit more about the fact that there's not a lot of variation in color. So it looks solid until it, like a solid color until we get here. And I love the way that looks. And also, I didn't think about the fact that I would want to cut around all of these loops instead of having a straight line. I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, but I want to see what it looks like. I'll do 3 or 4 loops. See how pretty that is? Very nice. I don't know what kind of journals these are going to go in, but I'll have them. Now this could be a cute little corner. Oh, that's the one that I can't use. It's hard to tell when it's on this brown background. pretty. Wonder if I'm going to want to use this. Really, the only place it's going to show, well, it will show in those little swirls and in those holes right there. I don't know if it's worth gluing it down and then cutting all around that. Don't know if I'll use that. I'll use it, but maybe not for this. While I'm applying glue here, let me say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the wonderful, kind comments I had on a recent video where I was talking about my discouragement that my viewer numbers are dropping again. And even though I have almost 24,000 subscribers, I just don't get a lot of views per video. And you guys just really responded, leaving a lot of comments, because I said that would help if I got lots of comments on my videos. And you were very kind in the comments too. I want to put some more color here just so it's not one. Since I'm cutting out small pieces, I need smaller blotches of color. You weren't just making a comment to leave a comment. You were making kind comments. That's where that blue came from. Now I've got it on my hands. It's going to be on there all day. Got a nice splatter effect just from the blending solution spray. So I created a larger blob of purple because I put pink and blue together and then they blended together and made purple. But it does have some variations, so it's fine. And I can put that blob right in the middle of that. Boy, I've made it. Well, let's try something smaller because it's a really tight fit there. No, I'm going to go with this. So as I was saying, I want to thank you for your very kind comments. And several of you told me that you are using your hype. You can only hype so many videos. Is it a week or a month? I don't even know. And I'm not sure exactly what the hype does. I know it helps. It does help. And at least one person, a lot of you said that you do hype some of my videos, and one commenter said that she uses all of her hype passes, buttons, whatever, on my videos. So I thank you for that very, very much. I'm probably in the junk journal world maybe considered a larger channel because of the number of subscribers I have, but I don't think of myself as a large channel because I don't get a lot of views on my videos. It's very strange to me. Probably a lot of the subscribers are just still subscribed from years ago and don't watch my videos anymore, which I understand. I subscribed to people whose videos I don't watch anymore because my style has changed or their style has changed or whatever the reasons may be. I understand that. But it just seems like I should have more views for as many subscribers as I have, you know? So anyway, you guys really stepped up. That video did not have a lot of views because it's one of those, there are certain contents that I do that don't get as many views. And it was one of those. I think it was just doing the small ephemera for the prayer journals. So it wasn't a video that got a lot of views, but it had a lot of comments, more than I normally get. So I thank you. And thanks for the hypes. And I did try to set up an Amazon affiliates account. I mean, I set one up, and I'm not sure how to do the linking. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I really don't. But I thought the only way I'm going to learn is to try it. So I did link some things in a video. And I will, for this video, I will link the glues that I use and the bottle for this one. This is Fabri-Tac. It's Fabri-Tac. But this nozzle is gigantic. So many of us decant it into this bottle. So I'll leave the link for this glue and this bottle. And I don't think I can link any of the dyes that I'm using. But I might be able to link some alcohol inks. So the way it works is if you make a purchase from my affiliate links, see, that's the thing I don't know. How do you make an affiliate link? So if I link these, I don't know if that would be classified. If I just link them on in my description box like I normally do, I don't know if that qualifies as an affiliate link. I don't know if it would count. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, the way it works is if you purchase something from my affiliate link, it doesn't change the cost at all for you. Costs the same. And it would give me a small kickback in a gift card. So when I reach, I guess it has to be $10 worth, then I would get a gift card or something. I don't know if it would be like a literal gift card, but I would be able to spend $10 on Amazon. And I buy stuff from Amazon a lot, so that would be just as good as money. I could have requested getting a check, but I thought I might as well just get it to use on Amazon, because I use Amazon not just for my crafting, but for other things, gifts. I bought some clothes from Amazon. So that's how it works, and that is something I need to let you know. They request, it's required that you let people know if you order from my affiliate links. I will get a small kickback. I don't know how much. I don't know the percentage. But I know Meg was able to purchase crafty items. She said she's using all of her affiliate cash for crafting, for supplies for her journals that she sells. And I probably use most of it for that. Or shipping supplies. I buy all of my shipping supplies from Amazon, my envelopes, my boxes that I ship my journals in. Well, I don't get the tape or the tissue paper from Amazon. So I guess I know some people have an Amazon storefront, what they call, but it's digital. So I'll have to see if I can set that up, and that way I could just provide the link for the storefront, and it would have all of my favorite Amazon buys linked all the time there. That's what I would like to be able to do. And I think if I have an actual store, like Diane's Favorite Finds or something like that, that would definitely go toward my gift card. I have purchased a lot of dies from Amazon, but none that I'm using today. I had to stop the video because my son needed me to drop him off. He was dropping his car off somewhere, and so I needed to bring him back to his house. So anyway, I took the time to cut them out so I can show them to you complete. So these are the cathedral windows, and I love how they look. I love the pastel look here, but this one is my favorite. And then we have this one. It's kind of in between those two. And that one's pretty too. They're all pretty. Here is the border. I didn't cut any more around that. I'll do that later, but you can see how it will look with these already cut out. But look how pretty that looks down there. And this, I don't think I'll do this one again because if you don't cut close to the black edges on the outside, then it kind of loses the effect of the stained glass within, and I don't want to cut around all of that. I need to think about the edges I have to cut around when I do this. And I did cut around these, and it was a little bit painstaking, but I did it. I can put something pretty in the middle there. Is that showing up? I can't really tell on the... Oh, that doesn't. The light shines through it this way so you can see it better. And these little ones. And then with these, I also had to cut around all of that. But I don't like that big yawning black spot in the middle. So I got out my nesting oval dies, and I selected the die that best fits the size. And the shape of these is perfect. The curve is perfect for these, which is good to know. So after I chose the right size, I got out some of my journaling cards that I have had printed for a long time. These are both Mrs. Coggs images. And so I used a little one to cut out that girl and that one for her. So let's glue them together and see what they look like. See, that looks so much better. I love that. I think the colors look really nice with the colors that are in the stained glass part. So those two. So we got quite a few pieces done today. I'll put these away with the, maybe I'll put this with the Faith Journal supplies too. Those will go in that box, and the rest will just go with my finished ephemera ready to go in a book. And that's all I have for you today. I hope that you want to try this. You can try similar things with distress ink. You know, I rub my pads on the surface and then spray water on them and then dip the paper in it like I showed you. I don't think the colors would be as vibrant, but some of those Distress Oxide colors are pretty vibrant. So if you don't have alcohol inks, try it with the Distress Oxide inks in the pad, or even in a refill. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks for coming along, and let me know if it looks like something you want to try. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye.